Alright guys, this is a video response to those that wanted to know how to hook up the remote start on the ZX-14. I'll just go through that briefly and I'll just show you some important steps you'll need to know. First of all, before you decide to even install an alarm on your vehicle, you need to know where to mount it and how to do it. On this bike, you'll have to remove several screws, and that can be removed, and I'll show you. This is where I zip tied the processor for the speaker. It's here also, and that's also zip tied. Here's the antenna, and I can't really show you the wires because they've all been wrapped, but here's one of them and here's another one. And then I also sent this wire, goes all the way up here to a blue status LED light. Now when it comes to hooking everything up, it's pretty straightforward. It comes with this, the alarm comes with this diagram, which is really hard to understand, but when it comes to hooking up the remote start, but I'll go over that with you guys briefly. So all bikes are equipped now with they call it a key lock positive electricity, and what it means, if they try to steal the bike by clipping the power wire, if that wire were ever clipped from the bike would not be able to start. So that's essentially your anti-theft wire. So first things first, you want to be able to have your owner's manual, or at least the wire of your vehicle, and find out what is your anti-theft wire. Here on the Kawasaki, it briefly goes through what are the different connections in the different key positions, and most importantly, just keep in mind that white is power and brown goes to the ignition. And then right here, this is the one we're wondering what is this connection? It's blank. So then we move over to the ignition switch and look at the color of the wires. We see here that actually in the on position, it's actually a GY, and that stands for sorry about it's not as clear as it looks here, but this is a gray wire. So the gray wire is our anti-theft wire. So that's the wire that we need to hook up to the wire coming out of the what they call the brain of the alarm. So what happens is, if you want your bike to start while it is sitting in the parking lot, it will actually this unit will actually send voltage through to the key lock, the anti-theft wire, so it thinks that the bike has a key in it turned on. And you might want to be careful with your different vehicles, because this unit will send out 12 volts. So this unit right here will send out 12 volts to your anti-theft wire. So what you want to do is somewhere in between your unit and the front wire, you want to install a 100 ohm resistor. See if I can get that in the light. 100 ohm resistor, and then you could just solder that, clip it, whatever you want to do, as long as you got a good solid connection. And what this resistor will do is will drop the 12 volts from the unit and drop it down to about 5.6 volts. You could do the calculations at home, and that should drop it down to safe voltage so when the feedback comes to the unit, it will receive the proper amount of voltage and turn on your bike.